Robin Hood and Home Pier Point, Britain's national water sports centre. Early morning, and the boathouses bustle with activity as teams from 35 countries prepare their craft and equipment for the hard paddling ahead. This superb Olympic specification course, built by Nottinghamshire County Council and the Sports Council, was chosen by the ICF 4 years ago as the venue for the 16th World Sprint Championships to be held in 1981. The slight easterly breeze that blew during the heats has died away for the finals, a weekend ahead of still, warm air. One of canoeing's great characters, Oliver Cock. A hot air balloon, gently drifting by, adds flavour to the already heady atmosphere.
Romania, Ian.Marcus.Driscoll.
First race, the men's K1 1,000 metre final. 5/8 of a mile in a straight line. The winner, the Olympic champion Rudiger Helm in lane 1. A great tussle develops for second place between Romania's Ian.Marcus.Driscoll in lane 7, nearest the camera, and Norway's Einar Rasmussen in lane 9, farthest away. In a World Championship event, all the boats have to be weighed and measured before and after each race, an occasion closely watched by the anxious winning paddlers. The winner confirmed in a time of 3 minutes 45.12 seconds. Members of the press wait for the next race, the men's C2 1,000 metre final. 9 two-man crews, each in their 9 metre wide lane. At 500 metres to go, the Romanians start to show their mastery of these tippy, rudderless craft.
But it's still lane 1, Romania.
Potsaychin and Simonov in lane 1 in the lead. In second place, the Russians in lane 3. At the finish line, the Romanians in lane 1 are the winners in a time of 3:38.75. East Germany in lane 2, second. The Russians in lane 3, third. Followed by Czechoslovakia, lane 4, Poland, lane 5, Hungary, lane 6, Bulgaria, lane 7, and the stragglers, Denmark and France in lanes 8 and 9. Potsaychin and Simonov come in for boat measuring, exhausted but delighted. 367 Potsdam in the bow, a living legend. Course umpires in motorboats follow each race. After discharging their official duties, they offer their congratulations to the winners.
That is good.
The premier event in sprint canoeing, the K4 1,000 meter final. Watch the Russians in lane 1 and the East Germans in lane 3. Meters to go. Russians and East Germans neck and neck. The West Germans in third place in between. The tower camera shows how spread out the field has become in less than 3 minutes of paddling. The East Germans, paddling at 140 strokes per minute, just hold on to first place from the Russians in second to finish in a time of 3:04.51. The umpire's white flag shows that there has been no infringement of the rules. These big four-seater kayaks are paddled sitting down with a double-bladed paddle and steered by using a rudder. They compete at 500 meters and 1,000 meters with male and female crews, and at 10,000 meters with male crews only. The next event, the most spectacular and popular in sprint canoeing, is also a K4 race, this time over the longer distance of 10,000 meters, or nearly 6 miles. There are no heats, one crew per country. The 17 crews all start together, maintaining lanes for a short distance. The crews race around flag-topped turn buoys, doing 3 complete elliptical circuits. The Russians crossed the line first, with the Poles second, the British third, and West Germany fourth. The red flag denotes a rule infringement. After lengthy deliberations over the Poles wash-hanging the Russians and the British holding the West Germans in the shallow water, the results are confirmed. A bronze medal for the British crew of Alan Williams, Steve Brown, Chris Canham and Steve Jackson. Britain's first ever medal at a Senior World Championships in the K4.
Poland, 36 minutes, 0.092 seconds. Third, Great Britain.
Flash Gordon Richards, ex-director of the BCU, congratulates the British lads.
0.085 seconds.
Next, the K1 500 metres. The Russian Vladimir Parfenovich wins in lane 4 in 1:48.94. Romanian Ion Baladinu in lane 6 finishes second, with Sweden's Lars Erik Moberg third in lane 5. Halfway down the course we pick up the 500-metre K2 final. Poland in the lead nearest the camera. The winners, the Russians again. Parfenovich and Superata in 1:37.32. Parfenovich's second medal of the day. Eastern Europe now dominating all of the events. Competitors ready themselves for another 10,000-metre event. The C2, expected to take 45 minutes. This race is a tactical battle between Romania's Potsachin and Simonov, Hungary's Bude and Vascuti, and Czechoslovakia's Vrdlovec and Kuricek. The turns, captured by the slow-motion camera, make for tremendous spectacle. Clever, tactical canoeing at its best. Just look at the race-winning tactics in use at this turn. The Russian crew in the red strip being forced offline by the other two. Many vital seconds lost here. Number 11, Spaniards Santos Magas and Narcisco Suarez. 15, Frenchman Dubois Van Hoye. 14, Czechoslovakia wins in a time of 42:50.64. Romania second, and another medal, this time a bronze for Potsachin and Simonov. 21 seconds behind the Czechs.
Romania to be checked.
Exhausted after 43 minutes on their knees in the heat, Verdlovec and Kuricek wait for the boat measuring. Spare paddles in the case of a last-minute breakage. The shifts of helpers change ends, and the C1 10,000-meter race starts. In a time of 48:19.53, Hungary's Thomas Weichmann takes the gold. The second place went to Yugoslavia's Matija Lubek, only 5 seconds down. These C1s, like the C2s, have no rudders. They're extremely difficult to balance and steer, the steering being done by tilting the boat.
1981 World Canoe Racing Championship, presentation of medals.
The foreign press represented all the participating countries.
10,000 meters.
On reflection, it is regrettable that the British press did not give this event the attention it deserved. TV was the exception, but even then it was regional coverage only. The K2 10,000 metres was a disappointment for the British crew of Chris Ballard and Neil Robson. They were turned accidentally on the first downward leg when in a good position, seen here on the left of the screen. All the boats must pass on the outside of the turn buoys. If a craft hits a buoy but still passes on the outside, it is acceptable. But if it passes on the inside, the crew is disqualified. In 10,000 metre races, wash hanging can take place up to the last 1,000 metres. Wash hanging is a technique whereby a following paddler positions his craft a little behind and alongside the leading paddler's boat. The following paddler gets a lift from the wash of the leading boat, thus puts in less effort to remain in position. On the straights, a skillful paddler can manoeuvre from wash to make up lost ground, or save himself, if he's in the leading group, for a finishing sprint. The leaders take up this arrowhead configuration on the straights, with each boat wash-hanging its neighbour. At the bends, the leading crew takes the best line, just outside the turn buoys. The inside wash-hangers must fall in behind, and the outside paddlers have to struggle hard to maintain their positions, being forced to travel a greater distance. Yet another win for the Russians in 40:32.01. Hungary second, with Romania third. K1 10,000 meters, one paddler per country. 21 in all, battling it out, man against man to the best of their ability. A World Championship gold medal at stake. Stamina, style, experience, luck, all must work together. The leading group keep an eye on each other. No need to rush, plenty of time to go. Kevin Smith, Britain's entry. He finishes 6th, only 40 seconds down from the leader. .315, Einar Rasmussen. 225, Istvan Fabian. 62, Canadian Alvin Bryan. This is the final turn. Notice the turn umpires on their floating tower. Hungarian East Front Fabian with Yugoslavia's Milan Janic, Norway's Einar Rasmussen and France's Philip Bokra all enter the final straight together. 1,500 meters to go. Now every millisecond counts, every gram of energy. The years of experience, training and style come into their own. It's no use pushing so hard you lose style. This only results in wasted effort and a loss of speed. Now Rasmussen in the lead with Janic and Fabian in second and third. Rasmussen wins in 44:17.11. Janic second with Fabian third. And now to the medal presentations. Here are the 10,000 meter K4 medalists. Presenting the medals are ICF President Sergio Orsi and the BCU's President of Honour, John Dudderidge. Russians gold, Poles silver, British bronze. For the British crew, their medal represents a superb achievement. The cynics who said the British couldn't cope with 3 world championships have had to eat their words. These championships have above all won the wide acclaim of the paddlers. We salute the hundreds of helpers and volunteer organisers, the British Canoe Union, Nottinghamshire County Council and the Sports Council, without whom these championships could not have been held. true that eastern countries dominated the Nottingham events, but the west is coming up rapidly. Cuba, the Ivory Coast and Portugal competed for the first time. 2 ladies competed in all 3 disciplines, Anne Plant from Britain and Elizabeth Blencow from Australia. Gravel pits and workings were reshaped to make this Olympic course alongside the River Trent. A slalom course is planned to make this site truly the National Water Sports Centre.
Away from the board. Push him out in front of you now. Push him out in front of you. Okay. In lane 3. In band 3. En 3. For the Soviet Union. URS. Arturas Veta. In lane 4. In band 4. In lane 5. In band 4. En 5. Pour Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakie. Felix Mazar. In lane 7. In band 7. En 7. Einar Rasmussen. In lane 8. In band 8. En 8. For France. Pour la France. Philippe Pocara. In lane 9. In band 9. En 9. For Norway. Pour Norge. Relax. Okay.
Ready to go!